Should you come to this lounge?
Prince of the Bear here today. We're at Disney's Wilderness Lodge because it's time to mark our territory.
At the Territory Lounge.
Yes, the menu has updated just a smidge, and for us, that's more than enough reason to go to one of our favorite lounges on property. So it's your number one choice of food infotainment. We're going to investigate this because we want to. So remember, she's vegan. I'm not. I'm going to move in here.
It's time to foodie and chill. Here we got my favorite mac and cheese on Disney property. I love this mac and cheese. Shout out to Chef Steven for creating this beautiful masterpiece. We got double cooked beyond, beautiful alcoholic things, all the cheese, all of the mac and cheese. This is a big AF bite, but I commit to my mistakes. So cheers to the best mac and cheese. I hate to report, this mac and cheese has kind of gone a little downhill. It's not as good as it was before. Maybe that's because Chef Steven is in here supervising consistently, but the Beyond is not good. The mac and cheese is decent, but and I like the onion shreds, but it's not good as an overall like bite in flavor. And usually I would give this like a 5 or a 4, but I gotta give this like a 2.5 out of 5 mac and cheese. Maybe I'm just here on an off day. This wasn't a menu update, but it kind of feels like one and not a good one.
The infamous Territory Lounge mac and cheese. This is easily one of our favorite plant-based items on property. Also one of mine because I can't have normal mac and cheese. So we usually come and we'll split this between 4 friends very easily, and we'll all leave happy. Especially with the drinks that they have here. You get the crispy onions on top, a little bit of jalapeno peppers in here, some more spicy peppers in the Beyond, and this mac and cheese, cheesy, peppery, spicy goodness with a little bit of Beyond. This is one place I normally don't complain about having to eat Beyond Meat. Every once in a while, it finds a home. I foresee a couple problems with that bite. Normally here, the Beyond is hard seared, so it's got like a crisp on top. This just feels like regular heated Beyond, which is a detractor. But honestly, we've really only found 2 or 3 places on property that cook Beyond to the proper temperature. I would say here, usually, Sebastian's Bistro. Sometimes you get lucky with Ohana. Sometimes. But it's probably the worst of the 3.
BB Wolf.
BB Wolf also does a very excellent Beyond. And they have plant-based options. Their plant-based options are immaculate. This one, the Beyond Meat just feels too soft. It feels like unthawed and warmed, and doesn't have the hard sear on it, which helps with like the crunch and that flavor. The cheese sauce feels kind of light. Like it used to be a little bit more thick. Now it's like lightly tossed in the cheese sauce. And mind you, there is some at the bottom, and it might get better as we get like towards the base there, but this has been a better option before. This time it feels like we caught them lacking. And I don't expect it to be perfect all the time. You're allowed to have a miss or two. But it worries me about the future. This version, 3.75 out of 5 plus. Normally, it's a 5 out of 5. Here we have the brand new Caprese flatbread. You have that Caprese in here, that mozzarella goodness, the cheese, the pesto, the sun-dried tomato. That is looking beautimous. Now, this normally does come with prosciutto on top, so like a ham. But vegetarians, I am looking out for you. So just for you, and only for you, not for anybody else, we got it modified with no ham, which they were happy to do for us here. And then that whole thing is now vegetarian. You got the Caprese mozzarella, basil, pesto, sun-dried tomato on a flatbread for your enjoyment in this lounge of lounges. I was concerned because I didn't see the basil on here. The basil really sells Caprese. And you can't really have Caprese without basil. It would just be then cheese and a balsamic glaze. But it's definitely in there underneath the cheese. Give it a nice, tasty, like herbal bite, that is a tasty flatbread. You will miss literally nothing. Prosciutto, if you happen to be a meat eater, by all means, you can get it with it. But I'm here to report that if you decide that you just want to go vegetarian with it, you will miss not a thing. It's flavorful, shareable, and tasty, which is exactly what we expect here at Territory Lounge. Marking our territory with X marks the spot. I would give this a 4.5 out of 5 claws. This wonderfully cute brand new selection is their smoked trout dip. You have a nice smoked trout dipping sauce right here with a little bit of dill on top. And then it's also served with some cheddar Gougères. It's basically a little Gruyere cheese puff. I was concerned there would be cheese inside the smoked fish dip, which is usually something that happens, but this is actually just pureed fish with dill and inside of a cheddar biscuit. So cheddar biscuit, smoked fish dip. Tasty looking, tasty smelling. It smells like camping. If camping had its smell. Well, without the smelly, unwashed people for however many days you're in the woods. I used to be a Boy Scout. No, I don't miss it.
Lost in the woods?
Wilderness Lodge as a whole, whether you're going to Whispering Canyon, Artist Palette, Geyser Grill, or even here at Territory Lounge, is another what we call like mini resort food paradise. The only resort I could really compare it to earnestly would be Coronado Springs because it's very walkable, and there's lots of places to say like do a food crawl. Previous to this, they had a salmon board, was basically different types of salmon, like 3 or 4 different ways.
3 ways.
3 ways. This feels like a nice transition to that. You're replacing the salmon with trout, and they're giving you bread to put it on. It's basically just like cheddar bread and a fish dip without like that smoked fish flavor. Like those of you that are into tinned fish, I just recently found out that tinned fish is an entire subgenre. You people, I'm amazed. And it's a rabbit hole. Fun, interesting rabbit hole. But with the bread, if you're into those like smoked fish flavors, this you will love. I am definitely going to need a breath mint after this, but I'm going to enjoy this in earnest. I would give it 4.5 out of 5 claws. We came here specifically for food, not knowing that the drink menu had actually added some things in secret. It almost hurt my heart, but I didn't get a personal call to tell me that it had changed. I'm not expecting that, but we love this place. So having a new drink as a surprise is more than enough reason for me to come. I would have come for just the drink and food. I am excited. You have the Northwoods. You have a Bulleit rye whiskey with citrus juices and then a saffron orange syrup. Now, Bulleit is not vegan, so none for the princess. I got a nice Pacific Northwestern rosemary sprig in here, which feels like a trend for me nowadays, but I'm excited. Now, just specifically at any resort lounge, if you come up against like one of the featured cocktails and for any reason you can't drink anything in it, be it because you're vegan or you have an allergy or anything else, or maybe you just don't like it, maybe you hate Bulleit, or even Jack Daniels in some cases, like me, and Jack Daniels is barely whiskey to me. And also, neither of those is vegan. So if you wanted to change it for a vegan whiskey, the bartenders here would love to make you something on their own. So by all means, ask for whiskey substitution. Nobody's gonna be mad at you. That is delicious. It feels like, now we're content creators. Obviously, we make these videos for you guys to share our experience with you, but we enjoy other content creators. I feel like this is something that man with the pot would make. Men with a pot? Have you ever seen them on like Instagram? All they do is food in the woods all day. I feel like if I was just cooking food over a fire all day, this is a beverage that I would have, which is very on brand for Wilderness Lodge. I give this 4 out of 5 claws. Here Here we have another brand new addition, this multi-layered chocolate cake with berries. You have a little stick as if from the woods, a little chocolate stick, which feels very, very Wilderness Lodge, like a chocolate walking stick with cake and berries. If I'm going to survive Bear Grylls style, this is the survival that I'm in for. Any other survival, you can go ahead and make me a chalk outline, because that's not going to work for me. Go ahead and dig in. See if I can topple this tower, maybe. No? Oh, there it goes. Beautiful layers, a little chocolate. I think it's a pretzel on the chocolate covered pretzel. Yes. We'll see when I bite into it. But it's looking like me on a spoon, but tasty. The haters will tell you. And I'm saying the haters with love. Because I love my haters. They motivate me. That the chocolate cake at Turf Club is one of the best chocolate cakes on property. It's got some competition. Am I saying it's better? I'm not saying that. I'm saying that it has some competition to strive for that cake to be better. One more bite. One more bite. I am not a dessert person, but that's some good cake. The layers, the fluffiness, the light. It's like heavy chocolate without being too dense and without going overboard in its chocolatiness. It has a sort of cultured restraint that I can respect and or love. I would give this a 4.25 out of 5 claws. It is a dessert worthy of the Northwestern territories. Found new territory, but still feeling like home.
I will say, off camera, we went to Gougères prior to territory, and I got mac and cheese balls as a pre-dinner snack. And the mac and cheese balls were much better than the mac and cheese that I had here. And that is not typically the case. So I just want you guys to take that on a case-by-case basis, because it's usually good, but it wasn't good this time.
Yeah, and everybody has their moment. So maybe it was an off night. Of course, the number of times that we come to Wilderness Lodge, period, we will definitely be back to try that again. Hopefully, it's just a one-off thing.
What do you think about the cake, though?
I'm still talking about the mac and cheese. Yes, we did get cake. Our server recommended a brand new dessert they have at Whispering Canyon, which they were happy to bring over to us. Shout out to them for that. That was an excellent chocolate cake that rivals what I've had at places like Turf Club and everything else. I'm not usually a dessert person, but I was happily choking down on some cake today.
There's a cake.
Cake. But I don't know what you guys think. Is Territory Lounge a place you consider when you're here at Wilderness Lodge? Have you even heard of Territory Lounge? If you haven't, I'm sorry.
You should.
We clearly haven't told you about it enough.
They're open after 4 p.m. daily.
Yes. But given what you've seen, I don't know what you guys think. So as always, let us know in the comments below. Now, if there's anything else you want to see us do, that'll always be the place to find us. Hit that notification bell if you want to see other videos like this. And
we have new videos 5 days a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
We'll see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, well, Bear's is gonna hurt himself. Today's Loki Day, and that's the perfect day for him to hurt himself.
I don't think I'm gonna hurt myself, but you hurt the girl.
You a snake. You're not coming to my wedding.